And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Maxey Hall on this chilly Friday night in Potsdam, New York, for this Division III women's hockey contest against the Potsdam Bears hosting the Chatham Cougars from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hi, my name is John Horan, and I'm here tonight to make the call, flying solo. My partner is away tonight, and we're looking forward to a exciting contest here as both teams try to get off this second semester in fine form. The Bears come in overall at 5-6-1 and 1-2-1 in the conference. The Chatham Cougars struggling a bit here with a 1-10-1 overall record and 0-4 in the UCHC. That said, they're coming off a most recent tie last weekend, so they're on a bit of an upswing here. They look to get things going and moving in the right direction. The Bears coming off a split weekend last weekend down at the Castleton Invitational. They dropped the first game 2-0 to Worcester State, and then had a 3-2 victory over Anna Maria. Talking to Coach Olivia Cook over the course of the last day or so, and she said, and I've looked at the schedule, that they've had trouble stringing wins together. However, they haven't gone very far without a win. They split on most weekends. So the Bears looking forward to getting a couple of wins back-to-back here in this non-conference contest, and before they move into the full-blown Sunyak games here coming up after this weekend. Bears again having that victory last weekend against Anna Maria. You know, we've seen some very, very good play here over the course of this semester. The leading candidate for the MVP could very well be Magali Perron. She comes in here, her save percentage is just about 95%. She's been very, very stingy and has given the Bears a chance to win almost every night. So we're looking forward to a stellar performance from her here this weekend. The starting lineups are being introduced. We're looking down on our score sheet here to see that it looks like it's the Marandola line out there with Castro and Rebecca Kane. Magali Perrant will be in the goal. Again, this has been a chilly night here in the North Country. We woke up this morning to about a 0-degree temperature, and it was a wind chill factor dropping things to about 14 below. But things are warming up here, and we're hoping for a good warm contest here tonight. Reminder, we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. as the Bears will continue the weekend series with the Chatham Cougars. We're going to take a short break here, and as the national anthems will be played, and so we're just going to make a bit of a pause. as both teams move towards, get their gear on, their helmets and whatnot, and move towards their respective goaltenders. Before this game gets underway, in about a minute or so, we'll just look down the statistics here. Potsdam Bears are being led in scoring by Jalen Castro. She has 4 goals and 4 assists for a total of 8 points. Rebecca Kane comes in at 1 and 3 for 4 points. As I was talking about Magali Perron, she is averaging about 1.42 goals a game, and her save percentage is 95%. So she's been the backbone of this club. And looking down the other side of the sheet here, Liv McTavish is leading the Cougars with 1 goal and 5 assists, followed by Clara Mueller, who is at 4 goals and 1 assist. We're going to look here and see who's in the goal here tonight. Down below, I believe that is going to be Morgan Miller in the net here tonight for the Cougars. And we're going to be off and running. It's going to be Alsep, Braden, and Mueller on the forward line for the Cougars. Face-off is dropped, and the Bears will get control and dump it in. Giving chase on that is Marandola. Puck comes back up the side wall. Try to get a cycle going with Marandola. Puck possession in the corner. Breakout coming on. Quick 2-on-1 coming down the side. Broken up. That was Mueller with it. Tries to get another pass towards the front of the net. That was off to the side. No contact by Perrant with the stick. Marandola with the puck behind the net now. She tries to come up by the Zamboni door, coming up the half wall. Bears will try to exit. That's knocked down and knocked back in. Cougars will tag up. They'll try to get a partial change here. And that's a quick turnover in the neutral zone. Clark had it, couldn't get a handle on it. Roberts comes down on the left-hand side. She'll get the puck back. Shot on goal behind the net, and that's going to go in. Went up and above the Magali Perrant, up high off her stick. I think Roberts is going to get control of that. We're going to see maybe Clark. That is a fluke goal to start the game, just 1 minute in, as the Cougars will take a very, very quick lead on the Bears. Not the best of starts here, obviously. And so now the face-off is down. The Bears will get control of it. Second face-off win for the Bears of the night. They try to get the puck out. A little sloppy in the early going here for the Bears, having trouble getting control of the puck. Now they'll get the zone coming in. That's Whiteside with it, looking to center it out in front. Possession by the puck below the net. Puck comes back, not able to get control. Here comes the Cougars down. Nice little move by McTavish. She wasn't able to get by the Potsdam defender. Puck is dropping down to the zone. That's going to be an icing call here. It's been a long time since we've had a contest here in Maxey Hall early on in the semester. Talked about Castleton tournament last week for the Lady Bears. Men's team was here last weekend. They had a successful weekend, beating both Fredonia and Buff State. They're in Skidmore tonight for an important Sunyak contest game. We'll try to keep you up to date on that. Face-off win, reversed. Down below, Bears try to get it out, and they do. This could be another icing call. Looks like it's touched. Icing is waved off. Turnover on the blue line. Out. That came out. They're going to tag it up. I saw it. The referee saw it the same way. Face-off. Icing is waved off again as there was a touch. Bears trying to break it out, coming up the sidewall. Linear pass there from the Potsdam defender. With it now. Potsdam breaking out down the left-hand side. Paradis with it. She gives chase, trying to establish a forecheck. Through the neutral zone here. This is Coralie Paradis having it. She turns the puck over in the neutral zone. Coming in here, attempted shot on goal by the Cougars, in the corner with it now. Bears having trouble really getting things going. Paradis has it, tips it back. Bears wanted to get a change. That's Victoria Prue with it now. Good pass through up into the neutral zone. Tried to get a dump in. They do. Bears will get that change. That's Rachel Kane coming out now. Back to the point. Shot from the point directed towards the net. That's a bit wide. That was Bullock with that shot. Good back pressure there by the Bears. That was Jane Gamberg from Upper Dublin, PA on the good back check. Forcing the puck in the corner is Gamberg. Puck goes to the weak side now. Bears pinching in. Kept the puck in. That's going to be deflected out of play. .16 to go here in the first period. That quick goal by the Cougars have them up 1-0 here. The McTavish line is out right now. That's with Clark and Roberts. Face off to the left of goaltender Morgan Miller. Face off controlled by the Cougars. They go far side to come out looking for a pass. Good play in the neutral zone. Clark has it now as she establishes control. Bears come down with it. There's plenty of ice time. That's Mills with it coming down. Move to the inside, steered towards the goal. Not a lot on it. Steered away by Miller. Shot to the point. That was Paradis with the shot. That was blocked. Oh, that was a hit. There's no call there. Could have been a hit from behind. Referee saw it differently. Back with it now for the Bears is Edwards. She's been a fine player here in her first year from Kingston, Ontario. Puck in the neutral zone. Lots of traffic over there with it. That's Whiteside. Whiteside goes for the long pass. Icing is waved off. In the corner now with it. The Bears establishing a forecheck. Going to get control of it. Good defensive play there by number 27. I'll try to get her on the score sheet here. Good job there in the corner. Whistle has it now. Face-off's going to come back down into the Bears zone. Shannon Black and Samulias will be out on this face-off. Shot steered towards Miller. She was able to see it. Good shot coming from Jalen Castro, leading scorer on the right-hand side if you're looking at it from our perspective. Didn't have a lot on it, but a bit of a floater got up high on Miller. She had to hold on to it for that face-off. Face-off is to her left. Back to the point now. Kane had it, dumped it in the corner, out in front. Nice play. Kane will keep it in. Back in the corner now. Good solid forecheck going for the Bears. That's Kane. Rebecca, that is. On the sidewall now. Possession, far side. Shot from Bullock. Knocked down in front. Another shot, looking for a rebound. Another shot. It's held on to. That was Castro with it. Steering it off, trying to go the short side. Puck down in the corner, out to the point. Bears keeping good possession. Good zone time now. They want to get a partial change. There's Castro coming in with a good forecheck. Rebecca Kane staying on the ice. Sole remaining player off of that line. Defender coming off the ice now. Bears get almost a full scale change. That's a shot on goal and a goal for the Bears. From the slot area, that's that leading scorer. That's going to be Jalen Castro, who will get the tying goal there from the slot area, right about the hash marks, right down Broadway, if you will. But she was able to get that puck turned over, and she got a quick shot away. Beat goaltender Miller to the glove side, short side, And that's a goal, an even strength goal for the Bears, and we're tied at 1 here with 13:44 to go in this first period. In the corner now, good forecheck by the Cougars. That top unit out there. Shot. A shot from the point. I don't know if that was tipped in front, but it took a bounce in front of Perrant, and the Cougars come right back with a goal. That could be number 20 for them. Lily Schmier may have gotten that tip in front, and right in less than a minute, the Cougars have struck right back and lead this contest 2-1. Bears will dump the puck in. Icing waved off. Marandola on the forecheck. A couple of uncharacteristic goals here against Magali Perrant. Good breakout play now. Roberts has it. Knocked down. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. This is going to be a 3-on-2. Coming through, crashing in there. That's Paradis. Couldn't get a shot away. Good play by the Cougars defense to keep that and steer that shot away. Roberts will give chase. McTavish is out there as well. Clark coming in on the forecheck. Turnover. Roberts has it. Clark looks to steer it towards the net, but the Bears will come up with it. That's Kane with it, looking to gather up some possession time. Tries to clear it. Does. Picked up by Marandola. She's hit in the neutral zone. Heads up. That being a little patient here with the whistles tonight. Seen a little bit more physicality in this women's contest than we do without whistles. Shot! Miller with a flash in the leather and a good save. Now 12:09 to go in this first period. Face-off will come to her right. Bears unit out there now is Marissa Whiteside, the center from Long Sault, Ontario, Josie Purdy, and Megan Mills up on the forward line. On defense, we have Clifford and I think that is Bullock over there right now. Bullock has it. Coming back over, coming in on the hash mark. Looking out in front for a deflection. In front. Actually looking for Whiteside in the slot area down low. Might have taken a shot and gotten a rebound, but chose to look for the pass. Shot is deflected wide. And it is Bullock that will steer it back into the zone. Bears had to tag up. Wide wing pass for the Cougars. Bullock will have it. Coming through the neutral zone. Whiteside takes some good ice. Steers it off to the corner. Behind the net. Cougars will get control. Pinching in from the point. Bears have, there's a shot and a good save by Miller. That was right in front. That was Josie Purdy, who had Class A scoring opportunity there, but just bested by Miller, who got squared up nicely to that shot attempt. Face-off out there right now. Konechnik on the face-off with Paradis and Gamberg out there. No, excuse me, Josie Purdy and Megan Mills will remain on the ice. A little bit of a change in lineup here. Cougars will break out. Nice little touch pass. Alslip will come down. Nice look over there. Dumped into the corner. Edwards will go weak side, coming up the board. Nice breakout. A little more time than was needed there. They're going to wave off that icing call. Puck was turned over in the corner. Bears will get a change now. Pinching in from the point. Potsdam defense will stay in there. Bullock will stay, looking to pressure. Good turnover in the corner. trying to get out in front for a shot. Would have been Isabel Boyd. Wide wing pass. Bears have got to take their time coming up. Now they can jump in on that. Good play by Bullock not to be aggressive. They would have been an offside call. Back to the point now. Forcing it back up the strong side. That's Paradis with a couple of touch passes coming in there. Nice move towards the goal. That was Gamberg. Play along the side right below us. Back to the point. Shot! That might have grazed the pipe on the way by. Nice heavy shot from the point. That was Clifford. Another shot from the point. Edwards. Clifford will get it again. Loses control of it. And that actually jumps into the Chatham Cougars bench with 9 minutes to go in the first period. It's a 2-1 lead for the Cougars. All three goals have been even strength. Pretty even contest, even though I would think it's a little bit sloppier than both coaches would really like. Marindola's unit is out there now. Castro along with Rebecca Kane. Castro puck back to the point. Back to Clifford. Miller with a nice save. Came out of the blue ice area to make the initial stop and then jumped on it to hold on for a face-off. Bears have been getting some shots from the points here. I wonder if they'll pay attention to that. Good look by the Bears offense to utilize those open points. It's going to be Rebecca Kane on the on the forecheck. Back to the point. Castro with it, dumps it towards the net. Rebecca Kane with it in the corner. Out in front, all alone, looking for a shot. Just misses offside would be Kane. Good forechecking pressure. Lots of zone time here. Kane with it now. She's going to come in and take her own shot. Went short side, but just missed that on the stick side. Back to the point now. Clifford goes. Bears settling in nicely here. D-to-D pass. Tipped in nicely at the point. Very nicely done there by Whiteside. Bears having a little bit better zone time now as we get into the second half of this first period. Down by 1. Bears will dump it back in, try to establish the forecheck. Cougars move the puck up. Turnover by the top of the face-off circle. Shot blocked. Back to the point. Prue with it. Shot from the point. Save by Miller. Again, lots of shots coming from the point area. That was a good, nice, solid wrist shot by Rachel Kane, the senior from Skinny Atlas, New York. Face off to the right of Miller. Konachik on the face-off. Excuse me, Konachik. Paradise in the corner with it. Puck comes up the side wall, back to the point. Kane with it, steers it towards the net. Loose in the slot area. Bears fighting for control of it. Back to the point. Prue wants it, gets it, takes the shot. Had a lot of carry time to that, was looking short side high. Miller with good positioning now, got the glove, caught it, and shut that down. Face off to the left of goaltender Miller. Bears have it in the corner. In the corner with it now. Bears control, looking for possession. Paradise with it. Loses control. Bears flashing a 2-1-2, looks like, on the forecheck system. Nice pass to Roberts, coming through, looking to go through the legs of Bullock. Very nicely played in that one-on-one. Paradis coming up the sidewall, looks to clear, and does. They'll get a change. Bears coming out here. This is Clifford with it. She'll go to dump it in. Touch, no icing call. Nice solid rush there. Good effort on that forecheck by Gamberg. Good speed. Shot in front. Redirected just by Gamberg again. Out to the point. Shot from the goal. Good positional save by the goaltender from the Chatham Cougars. That's Morgan Miller. She's been in 4 games this year. She's won 1, lost 3. Save percentage about almost 93%. So she's been solid in the goal. You can see why tonight. Bears have had some decent shots on goal. That was a positional save. She squared up nicely out in front of the blue ice to make that save. Puck coming up the middle. Dumped in. Prue will go after it. She wraps it around the wall. Bears trying to get a possession. That was Higgins at the point. Shot is being steered off to the side by Perrant. Up to the sidewall, coming down. Possession, fighting for the puck was Rebecca Kane. She was knocked to the ice. Victoria Prue's got some skating room. She tries to steer it on the backhand side towards the net. Cougars will get control, attempt the breakout. Purdy with it. Had control high in the zone, wasn't able to connect with the pass. Marandola has it. Coming in with it now. That was Mills. Purdy with it in the corner. Out in front looking for a pass there. Marandola will go back. She'll move it back to the point. Kane looking for some room. D to D. Bullock has it. She's going to take a shot. That was steered out in front. Juicy rebound. Marandola had spun around, turned her back. Had she stayed facing the puck, might have had a stick on that juicy rebound. Bullock has it now, skating back, trying to regroup as they attempt the breakout. She wants to take some ice. Marandola will try to tip that in. Kane with it. Paradis loses control in the neutral zone. There's a hit. Well, finally, there's going to be a call play. That's Alsop that at last has a penalty call. Looking down below here, that's going to be a cross check. Referee came over to the Bears bench and said something to the coaching staff. I couldn't pick up on it. That is going to be number 17. No, excuse me, 77. That's Isabella Alsop going in. She's a sophomore from Pittsburgh, PA. Steel City selects. Bears only have 1 power play marker on the year here. Little touch pass and a lack of communication there. Good pressure by the Cougars as Jessica Bullock tries to set up the breakout. She's going to take as much ice as she can. That's a good solid poke check on the blue line by the Cougar defender. Dumping it in. Dangerous play on the blue line there. Kane walking that line, but she got control of it. Back to the point now. Here comes Prue. She takes a shot. That was knocked down up high off the Bears forward in front of the net. Good look. Nice movement. Good shot by Marandola. Far side shoulder, blocker side. Shot here. 3:12 to go. 1:03 to go in the penalty to Alsop. Face off to the left of Miller. It's going to be Marandola on the face off for the Bears. She had control of it briefly, but Cougars came up with it. Back to the point. going over towards Prue. Prue will get control of it, move it down to the side wall. Out in front, one-timer from the point. That was Rebecca Kane. Rebecca Kane with it now over to Prue. She takes a shot. Another shot. Kane with a shot that went wide. Prue with it now. She has the puck. Shoots towards the net. Lots of action. Really good save by Miller there, as there was all sorts of activity in front of her. There's no possible way she would have saw that. So that was going to be a nice positional save for her as she got herself in the right position to make the save. It did hit her. She was able to hold on for the face-off. Face-off to her left now, 2:39 to go, 29 seconds in the advantage for the Bears. That's a face-off win. It will come back to the point. Prue has it. Cross-ice pass. Good movement towards the shot area. Good work there by Rebecca Kane. Moves the puck to the far side. They're able to clear, and that's going to pretty much do it for the advantage. Bears had some good zone time. Couple of seconds left here as Castro comes in, makes the move around the defender, has the puck. Good save by Miller. Oh, good look off to the side. Good one-on-one move by, I think that's Clifford who made that that terrific move, but it was also a good look off to the side. Rebecca Kane had a chance at the rebound. Good look now here for the face-off off to the right. That's going to be Konishnik who had that face-off. Tried to knock it down. Konishnik now has a good poke check by Konishnik at the blue line. Coming down now hard. Good solid work by Mills. Purdy out there as well with Konishnik. Down into the corner, puck will stay deep. 1:29 to go in the period. 2-1 lead by the Chatham Cougars here on this Friday night in Potsdam, New York. Glad to have you with us. Good pinch in from the point as the Bears keep some good zone time. They've had the better of the zone time here despite the score, so Bears got to find a way to beat the solid goaltending of Morgan Miller. She's been very busy here in this first period. A minute to go as the Bears keep a heavy forecheck here. Cougars will get control of it, try to reverse the puck. Puck kept in by Gamberg. She's been a solid player here in the early going for the Bears. Back to the point now. Bullock will take the shot just wide. Pinching in from the point. That's Bullock. Shot off to the side again. Miller with another good save. Good solid effort by I think that's Jessica. No, excuse me. That was number 16, Rachel Kane, who did that. Pinched in from the point. Good solid work. Peeled around, got a good shot, but it was Miller who made a terrific save here. Bears will keep control of it. Castro with it now. Puck comes back to the point. Kept in. Solid keep at the blue line. 19 seconds to go. Bears are going to have another offensive zone face-off with 18 seconds to go in the period. Off to the left of goaltender Miller. Mirandola on the face-off. Castro out there as well. Puck comes back here. Puck along the blue line. Offsides. 9.5 seconds to go here in this first period. McTavish unit out there now for the Chatham Cougars. That will be with Clark and Edwards. Back to the point. Bears, that's going to be an offside call. They have to tag up. Bears looking to break it out. They're going to dump it in. And they'll go to the locker room down 1 goal despite having the better of the play here in the period. We'll get the official stats as we move down the line. Couple of goals here by the Chatham Cougars, a little bit uncharacteristic of what we've seen. The first goal was a bit of a fluke. Somehow out in front, the save, I don't know if Perron's stick was tilted upwards, but certainly the save was made, or the redirect. It went up high and went back over. She lost vision of where it was, and it actually, I think, might have hit her back shoulder and bounced into the net. And then it was a shot from the point.
Haven't been reviewed yet.
The shot from the point actually kind of took a dip down and bounced awkwardly in front. But the unofficial scoring as we see it right now, at the 1 minute mark, it was Chelsea Clark that would get her third of the year. That was an even strength goal. But the Bears would bounce right back at 6:11, and Jalen Castro would get her fifth from Rebecca Kane. But then it would be Lily Schmier that would get an even strength goal at just about 28 seconds later, and that would put the Cougars up by 1. The Bears outshooting the Cougars 20-2 unofficially here in this first period. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back probably in about 13 minutes or so to talk a little bit about what's going to be going on in the future for Maxey Hall and the hockey programs, both men and women. So come back and join us. Clark. That was her third of the year. And then Jalen Castro from the Bears would come back at 6'11" and get her fifth of the year from Rebecca Kane. And then it would be Lily Schmier who would get her first of the year. Again, kind of an awkward goal from the point, kind of bounced. I think probably a redirect there. But shots on goal in that first period had the Bears out shooting the Cougars 20-2. Whether that was liberal or not, I would say maybe a little bit on the liberal side, but certainly a good situation here for the Bears, as they had lots of zone time. Magali Perrant coming out here, wanting to get back in the game here, not getting a lot of action. That's tough on a goaltender, as they need a little bit of action, not a lot, but they certainly need a little bit of action to stay loose in the game. Reports have it down in Saratoga, New York, that the men's team is down 2-0 to the Skidmore team, the men's team, at the end of the first period. So we're just about ready to go here. The puck drop. This is going to be the McTavish unit out there for the Cougars. That's with Chelsea Clark and Willow Roberts on the wings, respectively. Bears will have the Meridandola line out there with Castro and Rebecca Kane. Puck will get dropped in by the Cougars as the reverse puck. Bears try to come up, kept in at the point, shot from the point. That's gloved off to the side. That's going to be number 27, the shot from the point, I believe. I want to take a look there. Through the neutral zone, that's dumped in. Couldn't get very far with that. Through the neutral zone now, poke checked away by Kane. Conservative forecheck at the moment by the Cougars, but a little bit of a mishandle behind the net. I think that was, my eyes are looking for that. That might have been Whiteside back there. It's going to be a icing call here as we get going with 19:02 to go in this second period. The Cougars lead it 2-1 after being outshot considerably in the first period. Face-off won by the Cougars, but the Bears will get a chance to poke check it away as jumped in deep. Puck will have it. That's out, kept in at the blue line. Kane going over to force it. Good play down below. Cross-ice pass. Jelena had it. That was a redirect. Good shot from the point. Good positional play by Perrant. Good solid forecheck now, positional, not overly aggressive, but good solid position. It's going to be a penalty call here, and the Bears are going to get a cross-checking call here as we're going to look and see who's going to get that. That looks to me maybe Bullock. Yes, cross-check here. So face-off will remain to the left of Magali Perrant. McTavish on the face-off. Shot off to the side. Konishnik out there on the face-off for the Bears. That's Tegan Konishnik. Off to the left-hand side of goaltender Magali Perrant. Face-off won by the Bears, and they'll clear the zone. Josie Purdy out there on the kill along with Konishnik. Back there with Victoria Prue and Clifford. Coming down far side, shot is blocked by Victoria Prue. Puck comes back to the points, kept in. Bears will clear. Didn't get a lot on it. Konishnik forcing the play in the neutral zone here. Clark goes wide ice with it now. Pass across the blue line. Alsop has it. Skating to her left. Looking out in front. Back to the point. Shot knocked away. Prue has it. Clifford with it now. And she'll clear all the ice. Bears will try to get a good clean change again. Long change period in the second period. Got to be careful of those changes. Cougars take the line. Puck back to the point. Quick shot off to the side. Looking for a pass there. Wiley would have been there for that pass. Mueller going back as well. On the puck now is Kunkelman. Alsop coming up the right-hand side. Takes it. Good stick work at the blue line by Kane. Nice job there. That is Rachel Kane. Good forecheck now. Kunkelman will make that move. Looking towards the center ice pass. Nice look there by Whiteside, eating up some minutes. We're back to even strength. Paradis comes out, pass through the neutral zone, right on goal. It's going to be held on to by Magali Perron. 16:15 to go in the second period. Bit of a slow moving period, not a lot of action at either goal right now. Shannon's unit out there for the face-off. That's going to be Kylie Shannon with Morgan Black and Yana Smulidis. In the corner now with it. The Bears go weak side. Pinching in from the point. Defender from Chatham. Tipped out. That's going to be Jelena going back here, but Paradis working hard to get towards that puck, but didn't get there in time, so that's going to be an icing call. Good solid play by Corley Paradis, fine freshman from Montreal. Face-off win. That would be Isabel Boyd who came through. Paradis coming down the left-hand side. She's got good speed. Was 1-on-2. McTavish on the good solid back check. Boyd with it. Skating around the perimeter. Shot by Prue just off to the side. She's going to pinch in, have another play at it. On the backhand, dumps it towards the corner. Bears will get a change now. Got to be careful on that as to not get too many players on the ice. Bears nice little look here. Tip pass. Clifford has it. Dumps it in. Bears get a complete set of fresh legs out there. Clifford up there. Nice pass out there. That was Megan Mills who tipped it in. Marandola on the forecheck on the pressure. Tipped out. Roberts through the neutral zone. 1-on-3. Clifford got to get up and close that gap a little bit. She did. Bears will clear the zone now, and Kunkelman will have it and moves it to the far side. Here comes Kane. Just knocked off her feet. Dumps the puck in. Back to the point. Dumps the puck along the side wall. Puck in the corner. Zamboni door area. Mueller has it. Tips out, good play. Bratton had it briefly. Konishnik on the pass back to the defender, tries to get it up to, just barely on the offsides. Good play through the neutral zone, D to D, couple of good passes, but just missed on that offensive blue line. 14:05 to go. Bears are down by 1. 3 even strength goals in the first period. I don't know as we've had a shot on goal here yet in the second period. If so, not very many. Over in the corner now, that's Rebecca Kane with it. Chatham will get control, go wide ice. Wiley forcing the play now, as Mara Edwards has control of the puck, moves it up the sidewall. Chatham cannot keep the puck in. Puck is dumped back in. That's number 8. That's Jelena. Tipped by. Puck back in the corner. It's Mara Edwards trying to get the puck. It's turned over on the sidewall, looking for a pass out front into the slot area. Puck goes through the blue ice all the way out, back to the point. Good puck movement here by the Chatham Cougars. That's Kane on the pass to Castro. Long shift for Kane here. She's going to try to get off, I think. Castro on the beauty! Coming out of the corner. What a picture-perfect goal that was. She came out of the corner, straddled the goal line, extended, and just put that backhand up above the goaltender. There was hardly anywhere to put that thing. That was a highlight reel goal. Just a beauty by Jalen Castro. My, that's going to be her second of the night, and I believe her 6th of the season. That's a beauty, I'll tell you. You don't see that all the time, but close quarters, came along from the left side. Just really roofed that backhand. What a beauty. Game's tied at 2 here as we get close to the half-minute mark. Just about 12 minutes to go in this second period. Bears energized a bit. Get the legs going on this forecheck. Good solid work there by Isabel Boyd. Paradis has the puck, turns it over in the slot area, looking for Paradise in there. That was Whiteside, had control of the puck. Bears will keep it in. Coming in on the heavy forecheck now, that was Whiteside. Pinching in from the point is Clifford. Back to the point. Paradis with it. Shot over towards the front of the net. That was Bullock with his shot. That was knocked down in front. Clifford tried to poke check, didn't get it. On the backhand, shot right on goal by the Cougars, and that's going to be a good save by Perrant. And she held on, 11:54 to go in this second period. Bears have tied it on a beauty by Jalen Castro. Face off to the right of goaltender Magali Perrant. Shot attempt went off a stick, high and up and above. Cross ice pass, shot from the point. Back to the point there. Now shot on goal. Lots of traffic there. That's a couple of shots there. Number 36, that's Stern Sheffer. Wide, long stretch pass. Back out. Bears able to get it up to the point. Now coming in on the left-hand side. That's Castro. She's going for the hat trick. The natural that would be. But she ended up getting that shot off to the far side. Good save by the goaltender, Morgan Miller. Good regroup by Chatham there as they get good control. Mueller with it now as she regroups, moves it back to the D. They want to change. Jelena has it again. Bratton will dump the puck in, and they'll get a full-scale change now. Marandola in the corner with it, doing yeoman's work. Center back offering support there. Bears will come up the short side with it. Castro on the redirect pass. Beauty coming in. This is going to be, a great save. A nice shot by Kane. Made a nice move on the defender. Very poised and controlled was Miller on that save as she squared up nicely. Almost turning the puck over. That's going to be a shot by Konishnik. Out in front. Stick down. Puck shot off deflection comes back to the point now. Puck is going to be kept in at the point by Edwards. Players go down. Cougars get a control. Edwards has it coming far side. Paradis on the tip by Grogan. Paradis out in front, couldn't make the pass. Good solid work here by both teams defensively. Accountable the Chatham Cougars were, but the Bears offering some good offense there. Good solid work. Turnover in the neutral zone. Good solid work by Elise Clifford. Coming down over here. Good wheels on, I'm telling you, on Paradis. Love the way she skates. Konishnik has it. Good work there. Good heads-up play there as the Bears had to complete a difficult change. Puck came close. They didn't touch it, so there wasn't a chance of an extra attacker there. Josie Purdy will offer pressure now as she moves the puck back to Bullock. Bullock goes D to D to her partner. Kane gets a shot knocked down. Bullock there to cover up. Edwards goes on the, Whiteside goes on the attempted pass in the neutral zone. Along the sidewall now, gathering of the bodies. Whiteside has it. She'll go to the defensive player, Bullock, as she will take some ice. She's got a head of steam coming down. Going to look to move through. Good one-on-one play. In the corner now with it. Kunkelman has it. She will tip it out. Good work there by Kane. Chatham will clear, work along the blue line, ends up going deep. Roberts has a touch at it, but the Bears will dump it back in, and they'll get a full-scale change. Kane will remain on the ice as she will attempt to get off here, I believe. Jalen Castro with it now. Below the goal line, back to the point. Edwards will take the shot. That was high. Knocked down in front and held onto by Miller. All sorts of activity. Jane Gamberg was out in front there, had good positioning. Line combinations getting a little bit mixed up here. Actually, Gamberg is going to be centering this unit, or at least taking the face-off out there with Castro and Rebecca Kane. Victoria Prue will pinch it in. Kane will go back for it now. She'll pivot, look for a cross-ice pass. Castro is there, going to take a long shot to get it in. She had come to a complete stop, had to get those legs moving. Castro with it, looking for a move, being guarded closely by number 20. That's Lily Schmier. She has a goal here tonight. Shot from the point. Redirect. Oh, another terrific save by Miller. Paradis had her stick in the right position and got the shot away, but Miller made a terrific save to keep this at a tie game. Paradis with it now, coming down the right-hand side. She'll dump it deep. Knocked down. Isabel Boyd behind the net. Puck will come back to the point. High shot. That's knocked away by Jessica Bullock. Elise Clifford will go back for it. Lots of skating room as she looks to make a pass. Touched. They're gonna wave that off. Out to the point now. That's Megan Mills. Excuse me. That is Josie Purdy. Bears come back at it, turn up the short side, making good play. Bears trying to get the puck out, and they do. Megan Mills chasing now, looking for the pass out in front. Oh, just couldn't quite get it to Purdy. She was in the position to get a solid goal scoring opportunity, either on a redirect or a shot. Pass just a little bit behind her. Purdy with it. She'll go all the way around, back to the defense. It's going to be Clifford who tries to keep the puck in. She does. And it's Mills who had the backhand. Thought it was controlled by the goaltender Miller. Must have had trouble getting control of it because the play continued a bit longer than anticipated. I certainly lost vision of the puck. 5:18 to go here in this second period. Play picked up after a little bit of a slow start. Face off to the left of goaltender Miller. She's been sharp here tonight. She saw 20 shots in that first period. Now, I don't believe as many here in the second, even though territorial advantage has continued to be in the Bears' favor. Not sure if they had quite as many attempts as they had on goal. Castro will get in there on the forecheck as the Cougars try to break out. Konishnik goes down. Puck had it was Prue who had an attempt at it. Shot out in front. Rebound there just briefly. Having trouble handling it cleanly. It was Perrant who was able to gather that in and hold on for the face-off with 4:38 to go. We're tied at 2 here in the second period at Maxey Hall between the Bears and the Chatham Cougars. Highly entertaining game here. Cougars win the face-off, had a quick shot, and that was steered high and away. Bears will attempt to clear. This is going to go all the way down the ice. This will be an icing call. A reminder, we will be back here tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow's game will be the face-off against cancer. The Don Litzelman Foundation is going to be the recipient. And so we're going to hope that we have a nice crowd here as the Bears will face this Chatham team again tomorrow afternoon at 3. Oh, good solid move. What a beautiful move one by Marissa Whiteside. Came down that right-hand side, made a little bit of a dangle, got clear sailing in on Miller, who just made another terrific save here. Bears getting some good opportunities here, but Miller has been up to the task. Face off now, Jane Gamberg is going to be out there centering. Excuse me, that puck's going to be knocked away here. Knocked away. Good play by Clifford to get back at that. That was 77 coming in on that play. Alsop shot off to the side. Good work by Clifford to get back in the play here. Alsop had a good solid couple of steps on her, but she got back in it. So we got an offside call here. So that was Purdy out there with Megan Mills along with Jane Gamberg, the freshman from Upper Dublin, PA, center in this unit. They have her listed as a winger. So Coach Cook mixing up the lines here, trying to find some goal-scoring opportunities here. Puck is dumped in by Jessica Bullock. Gamberg with it. Puck comes back to Bullock. She's going to steer it towards the net. That was looking for a tip in front. Mills will touch the puck now in the corner. Back to Bullock. D to D. Shot over towards the corner. Save made on the short side. Shot to the point. That's Kane with the one-timer. That's knocked away before it got to the goaltender, Miller. Wiley coming down 1-on-1.5 as there was good back pressure from Kane getting back into the play. Well played by Bullock in that one-on-one situation. It'll be Bullock going back with it now. She'll want to take some ice as she backhands it up the strong side. Puck will be kept in at the point. Mills will go for a change. Wide ice pass now. Good work by Jalen Castro just to get the puck in deep Marandola with it now. She skated solid here this evening. Over to the point. One-timer by Mara Edwards was off the net. Coming up the sidewall now with it. The Cougars will try to gain the zone, and they do. Not cleanly, but they're able to establish a forecheck and keep the puck in low. 1:56 to go. Bears are going to get a penalty here, as that's going to be a power play marker, as that's going to be body contact. That will have the Bears going off. That might be Edwards, I think. No. Yes, I believe it is Edwards going off. A little bit of a conversation there between the Chatham player and the referee, maybe wanting more of a call. 1:52 to go in this tie game, 2-2 here in Maxey Hall. Face-off is going to be to the left of goaltender Magali Perrant. Mueller on the face-off win. Back to the point. Jelena would take the shot. There was a screen in front, but the shot went wide. Bears will clear the zone, offer some good pressure coming in here. This is going to be Clifford, who will jump up from her defensive position. Turnover below the goal line. Bears will come all the way back with it, keeping control, killing some time is Whiteside. Bears coming through the neutral zone, onside with the play. Looking for the puck is Bullock on the backhand. Puck steered aside by Miller. It'll be Bullock who just missed it in the neutral zone, having to go all the way back. She will take the ice now. Cougars trying to get a change, getting fresh legs out there. Bears couldn't quite get control of it to make an honest rush with the puck. Taking all sorts of time now, 57 seconds to go in the advantage. Bullock will dump that puck in as 42 seconds of the clock remain here in the second period. Going back for it is Victoria Prue. She's got a lot of time with the puck. Castro will dump it in. Turnover at the Blue Man. Kunkelman was able to keep the puck out of the zone. 23 seconds D-to-D in the neutral, in the defensive zone by the Bears, as the puck will get taken in by Bullock. Wide wing pass intercepted by Kane. That's going to be offsides, and they're going to blow that whistle dead with 1.4 seconds to go in the second period, and we are tied at 2. Bears will, they're going to pull the goalie for this, get the extra attacker off for 1.4 seconds to go. Whiteside will come out for the face-off. We're going to see what they want to try to do on this. It's going to be Kane on the face-off now. Not sure if they know they're loading up the goal side. It was, the goaltender was going to, the face-off was going to try to go towards the goal, but they ran out of time. So actually, there were 2 penalties there. It didn't pick up on that. 8 seconds to go in the penalty to Mara Edwards and to number 18. That would have been Morgan Black. So teams are exiting the ice. Interesting period there. The Bears were able to get a goal and get this one tied back up. It was a picture perfect goal as Jalen Castro picked the puck up in the corner, straddled the goal line, came down and had a backhander that went up short side. Just a beauty of a goal. A little bit of a puck toss here, but we'll remind you again several times that we have a game going on here tomorrow afternoon. The men's team is down in Saratoga. At last notice, they were down by 2 to Skidmore. They will be in Plattsburgh tomorrow evening to face rival Plattsburgh Cardinals. The men's team are coming off 2 wins in the conference wins last weekend against Fredonia and Bluff State. And these are 2 conference games, so very important games for the men's team. The women's team will start off with conference play in the second semester next week, and we'll talk more about their schedule when we come back with a statistic report. So join us in about 12 minutes for the start of the third period. And we're back here at Maxey Hall. We're just about 2 minutes away from the start of the third period, that is. Statistics as we have it right now, it's a 2-2 game. Potsdam would get the only goal in that second period. That came at the 7:06 minute mark. Jalen Castro would score a beauty. Rebecca Kane would pick up an assist, but that goal, that finish by Castro was just outstanding. That's her sixth goal of the year as she went short side high on the backhand coming out of the corner. So Castro with her sixth goal of the year and Rebecca Kane with her fourth assist. The Bears would outshoot the Cougars 11-6 in the second period for a two-period total of 31-8. Penalties in the second period had Jessica Bullock going off for cross-checking, and then it would be Mara Edwards and Morgan Black that would go off, both for roughing at 18:08. Must have been sleeping on that one because they didn't pick it up, but nonetheless, there's 8 seconds remaining in the second period for this contest, okay? So, 1:03 to go before we get into the second period. But a reminder, tomorrow we'll be back here at 3 o'clock for a fight against cancer game. And then the Bears will be into Suniac play. Next weekend, back here at Maxey Hall, they'll be hosting Oswego at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. And then Canton at Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Following weekend, they're going to have another non-league game against Middlebury before finishing up with a couple of games against Plattsburgh. So the contests are going to be very stiff as we move through the bulk of this very important stretch in their contest. So 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 8 seconds, and we'll be off and running here to start this third period. See if the Bears can find a way to come up against get the answer against Morgan Miller, who has just been outstanding in this contest here tonight, seeing obviously 31 shots. Bears will come down the left-hand side, pass out in front. That was Jessica Bullock, who went behind the net, being played and knocked off the puck as she will continue on the forecheck. Both teams back to even strength here. Turnover at the blue line. Bullock still with good pressure as she forces a turnover in the corner. Come up with the puck now. That's Castro going towards the slot. Good stick work by Alsop trying to prevent Castro. Shot on goal. Castro found the puck in the slot area close to the goalie. Wasn't able to get a lot on that as it was steered to the side. Back to the point. It's Bullock with a shot from the point. Bears a little bit aggressive on the forecheck now as the puck will get back towards Kane. Kane will keep it in along the side wall towards Castro. Going wide. Bears getting caught in a change here, but it'll be Clifford that does the backhand up the side wall, being knocked away from her. On the good forecheck is Clark. Puck is touched. Icing waved off behind the net with it now. Puck is coming back, and there's going to be a tripping call on the Bears. Incidental as it may be, but nonetheless it is going to be a tripping call. Face-off will come back in the Bears zone. That's going to be Marissa Whiteside, the fine skating center from Long Sault, Ontario. Face-off to the right of goaltender Magali Perron. It's going to be McTavish out there on the face-off. Clark and Roberts supporting her. Grogan back here at the point with the puck. She'll move it wide ice. Puck is knocked up and away. McTavish tipped it into the Bears zone. Puck will remain in the Bears zone for the face-off. Bears will get a quick change. They tried to get a change, but Edwards would come off the ice. Grogan now. Puck comes over to McTavish. McTavish over to the far side. Clark had the shot. Magali Perron with the save. Minute 35 to go on the advantage for Chatham. 2-2 game here. Alsop Wiley and Wiley out there. Mueller on the face-off. Good gather by Clifford, and she was able to get the puck all the way down the ice. Kunkelman with it now. A little bit of a regroup. Taylor with it. Wiley. Bears have it. Puck comes out. Kunkelman with it. Goes wide ice. T to D. They'll gain the zone. Looking to set up here. Final minute and 2 seconds. Mueller with it. Dishes down below to Taylor. Couldn't handle it. Wiley looks to move it out to Mueller. She has plenty of time. Bears passive on their penalty kill here. Taylor will take a shot. That's gloved by Magali Perrant. No problem there. There wasn't any screen in front of her. So the Bears will get a full change of killers out there. Konishnik will be on the face-off. The Bears will gather that in. Can't clear it. Grogan back with it. She walks the line. Looking over there. McTavish back to Grogan. Takes the shot. Steered away. Off to the side. McTavish with it. Walks along over the top of the circle. She's looking for a shot. That had some zip on it, but it was gloved down by Magali Perron. Had another good look on it, but McTavish coming through the high slot area pretty much unencumbered and was able to get a good solid shot away. She will be on the face-off here as the puck will be gathered in. Back to Grogan. Here comes a breakaway by Konishnik. Morgan will get out and get it. Just a little bit too much speed on the puck for Konishnik to catch up with it on this clean ice early in the third period. Lotta with it. Kane, good stick work. Out in front with it now. Bullock looking for the dish off to the side to Boyd. Boyd coming down the left-hand side. Bears will get a partial change. Isabel Boyd looking for some help as she circles the zone. Goes back into the corner with it. Bears have it now. Back to the point. There will be a shot from Clifford. Puck is dumped down in there. Boyd out in front looking for Paradise. Back to the point. Clifford has it. Quick shot. That was a good stick by Paradise. Just missed the stick on the tip. Good solid work here on the forecheck for the Bears. Good zone time. Gamberg with it. Incidental contact, no call. Coralie Paradis with it, back to the point. Nice work by her. Oh, puck couldn't be kept in by Edwards. D to D. Clifford has it now, looking for a puck through the neutral zone. Here comes Mills. Mills coming in with it, looking for a shot. She got it away. Saved by Miller. Puck along the sidewall. Victoria Prue has it. She's able to almost keep the puck in, not able to. Arandola had the pucks taken away from her, kept in by Megan Mills. Controlled now by the Chatham Cougars. They will clear the zone. With it now is Rachel Kane. She'll look to make a pass. Wide ice putt. That's just tipped in. They're going to probably call this one. Enough speed just barely to cross the end line for that icing call. 14:30 to go here in the third period. We're tied at 2. Bears scored the only goal of the second period to get back into the game. They've had a decided territorial advantage throughout the course of this game, but it's been the goaltender Morgan Miller, who's just been outstanding here in this contest, keeping this a competitive game. Face-off win by Chatham. Grogan with the shot. There was good work by Mueller to get the puck to Grogan. In the corner with it now. Alsop out in front. No stick could get on it. Shot off the crossbar. That was a quick shot from the point. That was Lily Schmier. She's got a goal here tonight. Shot will be taken and held on to. That was Victoria Prue with the shot. The shot was off net, but Miller decided to get it, hold on to it. So an offensive zone face-off here with 13:59 to go in this third period. Game tied at 2. Bears got to find a way to get an answer to Miller. Shot almost on net, was directed off to the side. Chatham with only one win on the year, albeit coming off a solid tie last weekend, so fortunes look like they're looking up for Chatham, certainly in a tie contest here. Backstopped by solid goaltending, but they've had have glimpses of opportunities here. Competitiveness on their forecheck, good solid play defensively at times. So a good effort here for them here tonight. Elise Clifford will move it up on the far wing on the left-hand side. That'll be dumped in by Konishnek. She'll come off the ice looking for a change. Bears will get a change now as Gamberg will come on the ice. She'll move the puck back to Bullock. Puck will be dumped in by Clifford. Clifford will stay on it, forcing the play. Will come out of the zone. Clark has it now. Shot off to the short side, steered away by Perrant. Roberts with it now, going short side, covered by Perrant. A little bit of a fury of activity now for the Chatham Cougars as the Bears are able to clear the zone. Paradis forcing the action. She will get control of it now. Fine skater from Montreal. Nice work. She's checked heavily over onto the boards. Victoria Prue comes out. Back to the point. Far side. Shot by Edwards. Steered to the side, and a save was made by goaltender Morgan Miller. Face-off will remain in the zone, as we talked about. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, these same two teams will face off again in the special game, Fight Against Cancer. Please join us here in the rink if you can. If not, join us here on the Bearcast. Bears will be at it next weekend in Sunyak League contest against Oswego. Smulidis on the forecheck. D to D inside the defensive zone. That's Victoria Prue looking for the wide pass. Here comes Josie Purdy down on the left-hand side. Couldn't get a lot of angle on that attempt going up the right-hand side. She was ridden off nicely by the defender for Chatham as they take the ice, try to dump it in. It's Kane with it on a quick turnaround. Moving the puck up. That's Mills. She's ridden off the puck. Good forecheck now by Marindola, I believe. Juggling on the lines. Marindola is going to go off on the check, I believe. And the Bears will go down again Bears have run into penalty trouble here in the course of this recent stretch. Marandola a little bit banged up on that. There was body contact for sure. She plays an aggressive game, and at times that will hurt her, but at times it is a help as well. So she's a strong player and plays very aggressively, even though the player for Chatham is going off the ice. I do believe that is number 8, Emery Jelena from Carlton Place, not far from here, just up the road in Ottawa. McTavish, Clark out there along with Loda. Bears clear the zone. Gamberg forcing the play. Chatham had to move it before they wanted to, but they're going to gather possession as they find McTavish taking the zone. Bears clear. Good play by by Paradis, as she was able to get the puck out of the neutral zone and just barely into the offensive zone. She has control of the puck. That's knocked out. Chatham will get it and regroup through the neutral zone. McTavish will get a touch. Wide ice, far side. They gain the zone. Nice touch pass, gaining control. A couple of short passes now into the slot area. Dangerous area. Wiley had an opportunity there. Couldn't get good wood on it. Shot. Steered to the side. Prue has it up the sidewall and is finally cleared by Paradis, as the Bears will get a full change here with 49 seconds to go in the advantage. 10:01 to go in the third period. Game tied at 2. 39 seconds to go here as the Cougars attempt to come up the ice. Taylor with it now on the left-hand side, looking to make a pass back to the point and set up a play. Kunkelman far side to her defensive partner now. Taylor with it. Back to the top of the umbrella. Shot by Mueller. That's deflected out of play here as the Bears were able to get a stick on it. Face-off will remain inside the Bears zone with 20 seconds to go in the advantage here. This is going to be to the right of goaltender Magali Perron. Bears will take an opportunity to get a change as Rebecca Kane will come out along with Marissa Whiteside for this defensive zone face-off. Rachel Kane will get it on that face-off win by the Bears. Good play here. Nice stick by Whiteside. Puck comes back to the point. Kuckelman handles it nicely. Whiteside with a little bit more pressure than we've seen. Mueller walks it. A little bit of a change. Not a lot of shifting in that top play and it's going to be Castro who's going to be going off for, I believe this is at least the third consecutive penalty in this period for the Bears. Interference call. Pretty easy call from up here, eh, Coach? Defensive zone face-off here. Whiteside with it, did a nice job. Good work in the corner. Bears dancing with the devil here, if you will, killing as many penalties off, but they've been successful on the PK. Real good work there by Elise Clifford as the puck goes all the way down. They'll have to go the full 197 to get an offensive opportunity here. That is the Cougars as they break out cleanly. Lotta had it, but it was taken away. McTavish goes far side. On sides, puck has gotten in. Roberts has it now, control. Back to Roberts, deep in the corner. Clark will have it. Moving the puck far side. McTavish looking for a lane. Grogan with it. Shot and a save. 8:12 to go in this third period. Game still tied at 2. A minute 6 to go in the advantage. Face-off is going to be to the left of goaltender Magali Perron. A couple of fluky goals in the first period by the Cougars had given them a 1-goal and a 1-goal lead at 2 separate times in that first period. Bears would tie it in the second. Lots of shots. There's a shot from the point. Potsdam player taken down. Rimmed it. And there is going to be a call here finally against the Chatham Cougars. I think it was going to be a tripping call. We're going to see. It's going to be a hooking call. Alsop would go off. Doesn't like the call. Referee Merriman making that call from the backside. Clear look at it. As the face-off will come back into the zone, we'll be having 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 45 seconds. 7:51 to go. Face-off to the left of the fine goaltender Morgan Miller. Bears will win the face-off but lose it quickly. Taylor with good wheels coming down against Victoria Prue. She was able to get back into the play. Puck is shoveled towards the corner. Prue will get control of it now. 4-on-4 hockey, about 20 seconds in that, as the Bears will try to take the line. And they do, but not very deep. They'll get control of it along the blue line, tipped in, and it will be backhanded down the ice. Prue will come up with it. Head of steam coming for Paradis as she comes in on the left, on the side, all alone, makes a nice move towards the net, but couldn't find the handle on the puck. Fine skater, first-year player. She plays awfully well. Back to the point now. Bullock shot! Clear shot away, just high and over the crossbar. Bears with some good pressure. Here comes Clifford. She'll move it over to Bullock. Bullock's got time, looking for some help. Forced to pass across the seam, which wasn't really there. She'll lose an edge and dish it off to Clifford, who will go back to the left-hand side. Bears will take control, 39 seconds to go in their advantage. Prue with it now, looking towards the front of the net. Some action in front, not a clear shot. Here comes a partial break, could be a 2-on-1. Puck steered away. Good positional play by Victoria Prue, forcing that shot. Up the far side, D to D, 11 seconds to go in this last rush. Here goes Marandola. Alyssa goes in, she's hit from behind. Puck comes back, looking for a shot. That's going to be Castro, who has 2 goals in this game, who gets a shot. The Bears are looking for seam passes here. You know, it's easy to call from up here. Sometimes it looks like the better choice would be the shot and the rebound, but if they can see a seam, they'll take it. We're back to even strength hockey here with 5:38 to go. Bears will pinch in. Bullock on the pinch. Back to the point now. That's Whiteside. Bears will try to get in there. A little bit of softer pressure on the weak side. Not able to keep the puck in. Good solid work there by Kane in the neutral zone. Puck will get moved over. Bullock will try to come back up the strong side. 2 moves on the strong side. Too many white shirts over there. The weak side might have been the better answer, but here comes the Bullock down. This is going to be a 1-on-2. Held onto by Morgan Miller in a confident save as she pops up, showing that she has control of her game and control of that crease area. Konishnik on the face-off. She'll win that back to the point. Clifford will keep it in. Mills is out there. Konishnik. Also Josie Purdy on this offensive face-off opportunity. Edwards and Clifford on the defense. Good aggressive play by Clifford in the neutral zone, and a good fill offensively there as Megan Mills came back into the position to fill for Elise Clifford, who had stepped up to make the play. 4:31 to go in the third period. We're tied at 2. Face off to the left of Miller. Dangerous play here through the slot area. Magali Perron taking a little bit of an exception to a little extra tap by Clara Mueller, that is. Referee right there chose not to blow the whistle on that. Whiteside on the face-off for the Bears. On the right-hand side of goaltender Perron. She's chased out of there. And that's going to be Rebecca Kane, who came in for that face-off. Puck is tipped out by the point. Opportunity now for Whiteside. She couldn't quite get the stick on the puck in the neutral zone. Here comes a possible 2-on-1, but that's broken up nicely by Kunkelman. Bears over on the side there as they get control of it. Out in front. Here comes a shot opportunity. Peru had it, but it was knocked away. Back out to the point. That's going to be knocked in. That's going to be blown down as the forced shot from the point got tangled up into the skate of Rebecca Kane. So the face-off will come to center ice here. 3:36 to go. Game tied at 2. That's going to be a face-off win by Chatham. Konishnik will move it to the weak side here. It's back to Clifford. That's knocked away by Taylor. Taylor's been a strong player here in the third period. Puck is knocked away to the side there. Magali Perron having trouble controlling that rebound. It's out in front again. Steered to the slot area, but the Bears will clear it. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Formulating the attack here. Chatham has good control. Jelen is back out there. Good to see her back out there. I think she left the ice after a heavy hit from Arandola, but I believe that was her. Bears will have the puck out by the point. Black will knock the puck deep into the Bears zone, and Whiteside will have to go back to get it. Bears will move it up. Cross side. Read perfectly. Telegraphed there. Vesmulides would end up pinching up to make that stop. Face-off just outside the Bears' defensive zone here. Whiteside on the face-off, along with Purdy and Mills. Back to the point now with it. Bullock will look to move it up. Indirect path off the boards. That's taken by the Cougars as they dump it back in. Here goes Rachel Kane. She'll reverse the puck. Nice look. Move it up to the sidewall. Purdy had it briefly, but the pinch in from Grogan kept the puck in. Bears will look to come out with it. Wide ice pass. That's going to be tipped, and that's going to be an icing call here as it went off the stick of Megan Mills. 1:55 to go in the third period. We look like a candidate for extra hockey here tonight. Face off inside the Bears zone. Whiteside's been out there for a lot of these defensive zone face-offs. McTavish, Robertson, Clark are the team for Chatham. They actually got a shot on goal. Bears didn't do a very good job of picking up all the bodies there, but puck is going to go back into the zone, and that was tipped, so icing is waved off. Stretch pass attempt for the Cougars, as it's going to be Konishnik will go down and get it. She's taken into the boards here. Puck out in the slot area. McTavish couldn't get a handle on it. Puck is off the sidewall. Clifford trying to take ice, and she's got a head of steam going. She'll go in with it. Now, puck into the slot area. That's knocked away. Shot attempt in the slot was blocked by Jelena. Puck out in front now. Bears got a little bit of time, a minute to go. Back to the point. Clifford will go D to D. There's Bullock with it now. That shot is blocked. Two big blocks here in the late going here by Chatham. Bears turn the puck over. This is going to get through the neutral zone. And this is Mueller coming in, trying to steer it towards the slot area. Bears will go weak side with it, as it's Gamberg who will able to get the puck out. Hits the referee's tape, and there's a hit that the referee chose not to call in the late going. Might have been a call earlier, but they don't want it with 20 seconds to go to have that be a deciding factor, I'm sure. A little no harm, no foul there. 14 seconds to go. Bears have a little bit of pressure here as they try to get the puck. Somebody's lost a stick. Looks like it's going to be a shot back to the point. Pro will have it. Taking the shot off to the side, and we're headed to extra hockey here tonight. 2-2 game. It's been a good, interesting contest. We'll say the Bears have had the better of the opportunities, but the resilience of the Chatham Cougars have been very inspiring here, especially backstopped by the fine goaltending of Morgan Miller. Bears will be back in action here tomorrow against this same club, so come on out and join us here. It's going to be the game will be Fight Against Cancer, so it'll be a good game to support locally if you can get out and see us. If not, try to join us here on the airwaves on thebears.com. Men's team will be finishing up in Skidmore tonight. I don't have an updated score. At last call, it was 3-0 for Skidmore. They will head to Plattsburgh tomorrow night to face the Cardinals. We talked about this. The Lady Bears will be back in action next weekend as the Oswego Lakers will be coming to town. And then that'll be on Friday at 3 p.m. And then the men, I believe the men have a game that night. I'm not sure against who. And then Canton will be facing the Lady Bears in action on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So a couple of Sunyak games here next weekend. Bears are in the Sunyak standings here. Plattsburgh is 4-0. William Smith is 3-1, tied with Oswego at 3-1. And then the Bears are 1-2-1, tied with Cortland at 1-2-1, followed by Canton Buff and Morrisville at 1-3. So very important game next weekend against Oswego, and then against then against Canton. So we're off and running here, and we have 3-on-3 hockey in this overtime stanza. 5 minutes will either determine a winner or it will end up in a tie. Bullock comes down, looking out in front for a pass, and there's going to be a call on a slash, and so we're going to have 4-on-3 hockey here as Bullock is slow to get up as she hit the side of the net, taking the net off its moorings here. So we go from 4-on-3 hockey, and when you have a penalty in 3-on-3 hockey, it means that it will be served, and then it will be a 4-on-3 power play advantage. So Going off will be number 16. That's Evelyn Higgins. So she played at the Hill School, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Face-off win by the Cougars. Puck will come back, I believe, to the point if they can. No, it will stay in there. That was Marandola. Now it's back to Prue, over to Kane, back to Prue. One-timer offered on the shot. Good one-timer there. That's Marandola looking, I think it's Marandola, might be Kane. Marandola with it. One-time shot. Didn't get a lot of it, but I thought maybe it might catch the goalie by surprise. A little bit of a flutterer there, but the goaltender, Morgan Miller, who has been outstanding here, was a good positional save, was able to stay with it and catch it here. 1:28 to go, 4:07 in the period, and 1:28 in the power play. It's Castro with it. She has the 2 goals here tonight, looking for the hat trick and the win if she can get it. It's Kane now, looking for the shot. That's going to be Prue. That was directed a little bit off to the side. Hit a skate in front. Prue has it now. One-time shot, missed by Castro. Again, these one-timers are not making good contact with the stick. Back to Prue. There's Castro again. We'll try it for the second time. Pretty steep angle there. Morgan's not having any trouble following that puck and getting over and making a positional save. 59 seconds to go in the power play. Whiteside out there along with Kane on the forward line. Back goes Clifford for it. Bullock is out there as well. Clifford will pass it off to Whiteside. She'll take the ice. Here comes Bullock. Shot in front, off to the side, almost tapped in by Rebecca Kane. Player loses its edge. One-timer, not quite good contact by Clifford. Puck comes back to the point. Soft pressure now, shot out in front. Opportunity held on to by Miller as good defensive play there. Bodies were occupied in front. 25 seconds to go in the advantage for the Bears, and 3:05 to go in this overtime stanza. Black is out there for this offensive zone, defensive zone face-off. Won by Whiteside. Clifford shot on goal. Knocked away. It was Kane who had a shot at the rebound. Clifford with it, 14 seconds now. Shot. Save. Gee, no whistle on that one. Shot, and that was knocked away as well. Clifford with 2 good shots. We're going to be back to even strength here. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey until they can get a whistle. Shot out in front. Here play continues now. Good move. Alsop has it now. A little bit of a move on the blue line was poke checked. Bears got to be careful now on that change. Good solid thinking there by Paradis as she did not touch the puck. Change was close. 2:10 to go. Shot knocked away. Still 4-on-4. There hasn't been a whistle. Puck goes into the corner. Clifford's been out there a long time. Power play now. It's even strength. In the corner with it now. Coming in from the point. Shot on goal. Clifford tired. Bears have got to get control of the puck here. Off to the side. Shot held on to by Magali Perron with 1:35 to go. That was about a 3-minute shift out there for Elise Clifford. My goodness. Face-off inside the Bear zone, 1:35 to go. We're going to have Gamberg out there along with Paradis and Victoria Prue. Prue has it now behind the net. Forechecked heavily. Good decision by Coach Cook to have the good fleet skating. Here she goes. Paradis coming down with a head of steam. Coming in, shot on goal. Good, solid work there. Pretty good play by the defender as well. She didn't have a clean look at it. That's offsides now. Boy, good head of steam by Coralie Paradis. But a good defensive play. She didn't have a lot to work with there, but she was flying down that right-hand side. 1:02 to go here. Castro out there with Mirandola. Back on the back end is Kane. Nice look there. Turnover. Castro has it. Coming back into the play. Here goes Castro. Nice save by Miller. She looked like she was not bothered by that at all. Nice save here. Nice look here. Coming in. Kane looks for the shot. Miller with it and the save. It's going to be a breakaway here by Mueller. Tried to go back. Nice play by Kane on that one-on-one play, forcing Mueller to make the play. 20 seconds to go in this overtime period. Back to the point now. Possession by Chatham. Puck is going to come back over here. There's a look shot on goal. Dangerous as that may be, with 4.9 seconds to go. Going down awkwardly was Mueller. Potsdam's going to take a timeout here. I think there's going to be a timeout. Not sure. Didn't see who they pointed it at. 4.9 seconds to go. 2-2 game. It's been an interesting overtime period. We've had a power play. Bears had some good opportunities, but clearly, as it stands right now, it's got to be Morgan Miller who would be the first star of the game here. There's been no doubt about that. Even, the first period she saw 20 shots on goal, 11 in the second. Just really a great opportunity for some some goals here in the overtime period. 4-on-3 power play, as well as the 3-on-3 play and 4-on-4 play. We've seen it all except for 5-on-3. But she was challenged many times here in this overtime period and has come up with the save. So 4.9 seconds to go here. Important defensive end face-off here. I guess if you're going to say anything, the Bears will take a tie here. So they've got to make sure that they don't lose this face-off. And they did, and that was a good shot on goal. My. So this game is going to end in a tie. We will go over the goal scorers here quickly before we say goodnight. And just looking at the statistics in the game was that the goal scoring got going at the 1 minute mark of the first period. Chelsea Clark would get her third, and Liv McTavish would pick up the assist. But the Bears would come right back with Jalen Castro getting her fifth of the year. Jane Gambard would pick up her assist. Then it would be, I'm going to see here, oh my goodness, we're going to go to a shootout, I guess. So I'll hold on to the assist, but I'll keep going on the stats. And then it would be the Cougars would get that lead again. Lily Schmier would pick up her first. Alsap and Brayton would pick up the assist. The tying goal would come at the second period. The only goal of the second period at 7:06 would be Jalen Castro. So we're going to see who's going to get the winner here. And we have a penalty shot. Kunkelman is coming down. Now we have silence for some reason, as Kunkelman will come down nice and easy and score a goal. Nice and easy, as she came in nice and slow, and maybe made me hypnotized Magali Perrant. But that was a big goal. There's no doubt about that. And as we've had Morgan Miller, who's just been outstanding here tonight. But here comes nice shot. Oh, a poke check. That was Elise Clifford who came in. A little slow on the decision making maybe, and it was poke checked away by Miller. My goodness, she's shown all the wares here tonight. So here comes number 10. That is going to be Mueller coming down, shot, looking and making a save. Oh, that save went right off the stick, the shaft of the stick, as Mueller had a good opportunity, but Perron would make the save. Now it's going to be Victoria Prue who comes down. There's the tying goal right there. So, no doubt about that. It's good to see. At least she shows that she's vulnerable. But that was the shot. It was glove side. Victoria Prue with a nice shot there. So now it's going to be McTavish coming down. She's coming from her left, skating to her right. Shot and save by Magali Perron. So we're going to see if the Bears can win it here or if we're going to continue on. I don't know what the rules are going to be, how many times you have to go through this. But the face-off, we have Marissa Whiteside who's going to try to get the winner here as she comes down looking for a play. Oh, had an opportunity and that was missed, and now we're going to go for a continuation. Nice save, leg save by Morgan Miller. Alsop will come down for this opportunity. Save by Magali Perron on number 77. Isabella Alsop from Pittsburgh, PA. Now comes the freshman, Mara Edwards. All the freshmen getting an opportunity here tonight. Not all of them, but we've seen a couple. Here comes Edwards. She's coming down. She's having a look. Save is made by Miller. And we continue on. Taylor, she's had a good third period and a good overtime here. She's a swift skater, coming in with decent speed, back and forth, zigzagging around. Shot and save by Magali. We could be here all night with these goaltenders the way that they play and have played. Now it's going to be Megan Mills coming in. She can win it here for the Bears if she can put it away. Coming right down Broadway, straight over the P, looking for a shot, and that is saved by Miller. And away and around we go. We keep on going here. Slow to come out. Coaching staff here making a decision on who they're going to send out. This is number 37 coming down. I believe that's Clark. It is. Coming down, looking for a move. Shot and save. She came down, gave a little look to the forehand, but decided to go on the backhand. Perron stayed right with it. And now we have, this is Isabel Boyd who's going to be coming in, the senior from Norwood. She's got an opportunity to win it here for the Bears, coming down left to right, looking at it. There's the winner. Isabel Boyd will get the overtime winner here for the Bears. I don't know how it'll fare. It might be a win, it might be a tie in the record books, but at least for tonight, it has been a winning opportunity with Isabel Boyd getting that winning marker. Good contest. We're going to say goodnight here from Maxey Hall. please join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. as we will be back here with these same two teams. First star of the game here tonight for me is Morgan Miller, the goaltender from Chatham. Bears played outstanding. Good solid effort by the Chatham the Cougars. But the Bears will walk away with this shootout victory here tonight. So please join us tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Either visit us here at Maxey Hall or join us on the Bearcast. It's a special day. It's the Bears Fight Cancer game here, and so it's important to show our support. So for everybody here at Potsdam and Dan Bronson and all his crew, this is John Horan saying good night from Maxey Hall. The Bears win it in a shootout victory.